across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest?
Touchdown, Cowboys! George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had
a rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
12 more yards there and another first down. Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Prescott now on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive. And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On the return, here comes Lewis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
And this is caught.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Sanders will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with... A 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2nd down and 4. In motion, Hollins.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.